Good morning, breakthrough brothers and sisters. My voice might be a little cracky because I've been up since about 4 this morning. And actually, I was up and I was thinking about the word clarity. Just most recently, I said, God, I need clarity. I need direction because of the situation I find myself in at this time. It's more of a transitional period. I recently was laid off from a job that I was on, and so of course it was unexpected in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it wasn't just because I know the federal budget cuts and things that are taking place. However, it still has put me at a in a position to where I need direction. I need clarity. So I want to talk to you all a little bit about clarity this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're listening, because I think at some stage and some point in life, we're all going to need some clarity. So let's start off with the meaning of clarity. I looked it up. It says the state of being clear, easily understood, or free from ambiguity. In essence, it signifies a lack of confusion or indistinctness, allowing for better understanding and perception. Mm, exactly. I need better understanding and I need some clear direction so that I'm not walking around confused of what to do. Well, for me, my go to, my sounding board is always going to be the Bible. What does the word say? I need some guidance. And so Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 talks about trusting in the Lord, with all our heart and leaning not into our own understanding in all our ways that we are to submit to Him and He will make our path straight. So that's a promise that if we submit to God, that He is going to direct us. He's going to make our path straight. Yay, that's a plus, right? We can lean into that. But then I thought about another passage of scripture in the Bible. It's in the Old Testament. It talks about a king named Jehoshaphat. And it's in Second Chronicles 20. Um, verse 12 is where I want to really target because in verse 12, Jehoshaphat is saying, Lord, basically, this is what he's saying is that he needs clarity, he needs direction. But what he does say specifically is that we don't know what to do, but our eyes are upon you. Jehoshaphat was facing several armies that were coming up against him. And these armies that were coming up against him, they were waging war. I'm talking about outright war against Jehoshaphat. And the sad part about it is that Jehoshaphat and his people had did good toward these same enemies that were coming up against them. They did right, and these are some of us can find our selves in these situations where we've done good or we've done right towards someone or others, but it wasn't reciprocated. Like being laid off. I mean, we could say like, "Wow, I've given my time to this job, and this is how I'm repaid," or it could be a relationship. I've given my time and effort in this relationship, and now you want to walk away. It could be with your children. I've raised you and loved you and nurtured you, and now, you want to walk away from the family or be disobedient and things of that nature, right? Just lifing. But the good thing about it, as we dive a little bit into King Jehoshaphat's situation, is that God did give him direction. I mean, step by step direction of what to do in the situation against the army that he was facing. And that's what he'll do for us too. He'll give us direction, but we need to submit and lean lean into listening to the direction and following the direction to the T. So, three things I want to leave with you as a dose of encouragement. One, do not be afraid in whatever battle you're facing. Two, do not be discouraged because God is with you. And three, face whatever it is you need to face. Don't run from it, stand still, and let God show you that He's with you and that He will give you direction. So, once again, we're here to break through, not down. And that's exactly what we can do if we just stand still and allow God to fight our battles, no matter what that battle may be. Remember, you're an overcomer and you will break through, not down. Have a wonderful day.